Hi there, I'm back. So I'm still not sure what I want this channel to be, although I know for sure lifestyle and inspiration and health, because I am a fitness instructor, but I also have lots of things I do on top of that, things that are hobbies, even side businesses, which is like my candle and my candle business. Plus, I also make non-toxic cleaners. So that is actually sort of what got me into this. And as a fitness instructor, why I want this as an inspirational channel, not because I'm perfect or do things perfectly or do things even better. It's because I want people to feel like they can do more than they ever thought they could do. And I always feel that way about myself, that I can do it better, I can do it better, I can try harder. Not to be perfect, but just to see if I could do hard things. So that takes me to my next point, is that for the January, I'm thinking about doing 75 hard. I did this like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. And it is, you can look it up. It's a free app. I'm not getting paid, by the way, for any of the things that I'm doing. Obviously, I wouldn't, because I don't have very many subscribers, so no one's paying me to do anything. So these are not paid advertisements, but so anything I'm showing today, obviously, I'm not being sponsored by or paid for by. But 75 Hard, it's a free app, and it is something that's very difficult. That's why it's called 75 Hard. So I'll give you what you're supposed to do, and I'm possibly starting this in a couple of days. 2 workouts a day. They have to be 45 minutes each, and one has to be outside. Read 10 pages of a book. This is every day. You can't not do it. If you don't do it for one day, you have to start all over. Drink 1 gallon of water. And again, I'm not promoting this. I'm not promoting anything. You obviously get with your doctor before you do any exercise program. Okay, so 2 exercises a day. 2 45-minute workouts a day. One has to be outside. Read 10 pages of a book. Drink 1 gallon of water. Take 5-minute cold shower. Ooh, I know there's another one. Let me see. And follow a diet. They don't give you a diet to follow. They just say follow a diet. So that is anything that you choose. It could be eating less bread. It could be I'm following Mediterranean. I'm doing keto. I'm doing carnivore. By the way, I just started carnivore, which I did 3 days of, and it is not difficult, because if you're eating meat, you're not going to be hungry. Only meat. You're not going to be hungry. You're eating meat and fat. If you don't have carbs, your blood sugar is not going up and down. Anyway, again, I'm not giving any health advice, but it was not for me. It's not difficult. It just did not, I didn't feel really good on it. So I am doing keto because I am gluten-free, and it's just better for me. And it's just for my health. That is what is really important. And as a fitness instructor, my motto has always been, I hope that what you can do will far out. Okay, wow, I forgot my motto. Okay, so this is my motto. I'm not going to even rewind it and pause it and go back and edit this. You're just going to know that I messed up. So I hope that what you can do with your body will far outweigh what you think it should look like. So that means I hope that when you're in the gym, that how you stay in a program is because it's for your health. So endurance, flexibility, speed, agility, strength, all those things are super important. Anyway, I'm looking at this. This is the worst lighting, so I have no idea what this is going to look like on YouTube. And I dyed my hair, so it is a little lighter than I want it, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to follow up with what we did last week, and that is my candles. So I have this beautiful candle, which does have a top to it that's not here, and it's away in a box, but I have wicked this, and by the way, this goes away because I wicked it so many different times, and so I don't want that soot in it that you can kind of see, and that my last wick that I put in there did produce that soot. I thought it was going to be better melt pool, but actually I had to go back. I have now wicked it perfectly. I'm so excited. So this is going to be on sale Valentine's, and I cannot wait to fill them all up. Okay, so my next vessel, so I'm going to put so this is this one. My next, I got a gigantic one. This is 24 ounces. Look how big it is. So this is 24 ounces, and I just got them, so I'm trying to figure out how to also wick this. So right now, so if you remember, and I don't think you can, oh yeah, you can kind of see, there's 2 wicks in there. I may have to do 3 wicks, but I don't know. I'm having friends over in a couple of days, and I will light this, and I'll do the same process I did before, which is light it, see if it for 4 hours, etc. It may change the wicks without, I can just pull those wicks out and change them right up. And I know that I have just the worst lighting, so you know this isn't professional because everybody has those like halo lights, and I can just see. Anyway, it's gonna get better, I promise. Then I've got the little bitty one, and this is 2.5 ounces, but I'll tell you what this is gonna go in. This is also, it's gonna be a single wick, but I'm either gonna use, for all of you candle makers and you're watching this for candle advice, I'm no professional, but I'm learning. It is advising to do the CDN, because I have CDNs, but there's also different brands you can use. CDN 2, 3, or 4, and I have a 2 in here right now. So that's what I'm gonna do with that one. And this is gonna go, I'm so excited, I'm gonna show you this box that I received. Make sure there's nothing on my hand actually, because I don't want to get this box messy. So this little vessel will go in here with 2 other ones. So that's gonna be my gift. So they're not done yet, and I actually don't even have all the vessels, but I'm trying to figure out the wick. These are gonna be gift boxes. Super excited about that. So that'll be for Valentine's, or really anytime. It'll be eventually on my website, and y'all don't even know my website, because I don't even have it on up here yet. But I will very soon. Okay, so again, lifestyle. I don't know what I'm naming the channel. Lifestyle, health, fitness, normal stuff. Not perfect stuff. I'm just normal, just a normal person, and I just like to inspire people that they can do more than they think they ever could. So I know that some things stop us. Usually it's between our ears that stops us from doing the things we want to do, or the things we feel inspired to do. But okay, next thing. Okay, so I've talked a little bit about health and fitness, talked about my candles. So now I'm going to unbox something from Candle Science. Again, I'm not being paid. Why would they pay me? I have no subscribers, but hey, if you're new, subscribe and like this video. It'll help. So this, I'm saying an unboxing. These are fragrance oils that I just got, but it's just a soft package. So I'm wondering, this is the first time I've ordered from Candle Science. So I'm wondering if these are not glass, because why would they send just this little soft package and not a box? So it was a little, I don't know, it was kind of strange. I'm going to open it up for y'all. So this is the first time. I don't know. These may not be glass. Okay, so I'm very excited. This is a Fraser fir. I have no idea if there's going to be a sealing in this or not, but I'm going to do an unboxing so you'll know with Candle Science what oh, it doesn't have a seal. Some of them do. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. This is so yummy. This is, I don't want to call it is Fraser fir. I know you think Christmas, but God, who doesn't want their house to smell like Christmas all year? I'm putting this in a candle for sure. So I also make liquid hand soap. So I did get some fragrances that I think would be good in that. So that was Fraser fir. That is fantastic. I'll let you know. So there's I've got 2 different ones that I feel like I want to blend. Okay, I'm looking at myself. This lighting is awful. Anyway, it's awful, whatever. Okay, so now I have a mango coconut milk. Ooh, okay. I am a coconut person, but I don't know if I want to smell tropical all the time, but this would be yummy in a lotion or I'm going to see what it says here, a lotion or a soap. I don't think you can do, maybe you can do lotion. Actually, it doesn't say it. It just says candles and soap. Approved for candles and soap, so it's not going in a lotion, but it's going to go in my soap. Oh, that's so yummy. Wow, I've never ordered from Candle Science. Okay, so usually I've ordered from now Hive and Honey, and so I have that unboxing. I think I have that unboxing. I have in Brambleberry. So this is my first time to order from Candle Science. Okay, so I have the next one. Okay, I've been wanting, I have just a frankincense from another company, and I can't remember what it is. What's happening here? So this is frankincense and myrrh. So I really wanted, oh, and it gives a little bit more depth to, oh, this is so yummy. So this is for candles and soaps as well. This is going in a soap. It may go in a candle, but for sure a soap. So right now I have two for soaps. Okay, spiced honey and tonka. I feel like I wanted this with possibly, let me smell this and see what it would be good inside. Oh, I know. This is good for candles and soaps as well. It's approved for candles and soaps, which means it must not be approved for lotions. So it doesn't, I don't know why. If it's approved for soaps. Anyway, I'm not sure why. Maybe it should be approved for lotion because soaps is going on the skin. I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't, I don't know why. But this would be so yummy. Blended with another one. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait. Let me do this. So everybody does this with that little blotter. I don't know. Those two. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to blend them possibly, and I'll let you know. So I have one more, and it's a cypress and bayberry, which that might be good to blend with the Fraser fir. Okay, I'm not a fan. This is approved for candles and soaps. This may have to be blended with something else. Honestly, it's too woodsy for me. It's cypress and bayberry. I don't know. I just a little bit too woodsy. So that may be blended with Fraser fir, possibly. I'm saying Fraser, but there's no IER. It's just, that may be good with the Fraser fir. Fraser fir. Okay, I'm not sure. All right, so that is my candle unboxing, my fragrance oil unboxing. I'm really excited about these. Two are going to go in some of my hand soaps, non-toxic. These are all non-toxic, by the way. And that's so important. There's, I mean, some of the, not to bash any big box companies, but some just, obviously they use cheap ingredients because they're mass producing and, you know, the bottom line, bottom dollar, getting the most for their profit. But I want to produce something that's unique and non-toxic and makes people feel good. That's kind of what I want this channel to be too. I showed you a little bit of my decorations, and I am now transitioning to my February, Valentine's Day, and spring, but Valentine's Day first, decorations. Okay, so talked about candles, fragrance oil, what I want this channel to be, the new little gift box that I got. This is so, I love this. So I can't wait to put these in gift boxes. I did get different colors of this small little 2.5, so it's like a little sampler. And what I put in here, by the way, it is testing wicks, and I know you should test it with the fragrance oil that you possibly will use. But I found that I'm putting a fragrance that's not ultimately going to go in here. I'm testing that in some other ones right now. So what else can we talk about? So I do, since it's New Year's, I do want to go over a little bit of this blues, kind of what I'm reading. I'm reading the Blue Zones challenges, and I did talk about carnivore and keto, And what I want to say to that is that not everything is for everybody. I was reading, some people have some amazing stories about carnivore. Carnivore this, carnivore cured this, carnivore, I've never felt better. I lost 40 pounds, whatever it was. Then I read something, somebody had an autoimmune disease and they said that it made it worse. So again, I'm not bashing it in any way because there's a lot of testimonials, positive testimonials, but not when you start something, not everything is for everybody. But transitioning to segueing to Blue Zones Challenge. I know this is possibly just in reverse or mirrored, but I want to read you what they say. So Blue Zones are the zones in the world that have the most centenarians, people that are 100 and over. And this book, and actually it's a great, I believe it was a documentary on, I don't know, on one of the streaming channels, but they gathered all the information on what they typically do for their lifestyle. And I'm going to read you a few of them. So one is there's Blue Zones in Blue Zones Power 9. And if you could get it, it's just a soft covered book. And if you could get this, it's really good. I'll tell you there's Blue Zones too, by the way. It is Sardinia, somewhere in Greece, Icaria, Greece, Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica, Loma Linda, California, and Okinawa, Japan. So the Blue Zones Power 9 is to move naturally. So you don't have to go to the gym necessarily unless you have to. I mean, you may be in a commuter city and you're not really walking anywhere. You have to actually go, be mindful and say, okay, I'm going to go walk today. At gym and all of that's fun, but most of them are moving naturally. So that means they're not exactly pumping iron, but they are maybe they're parking at a distance or just walking to people's homes. They're walking around, they're growing gardens, they're just doing things where they can move naturally. The second one is purpose. The Okinawans call it, and I'm totally going to slaughter this, it's Ikigai. Anyway, it's our planned de vida, which means the reason why I wake up, the reason you wake up. Knowing your sense of purpose is super important. And then there's downshift. Even people in the Blue Zones experience stress. This I'm reading straight from the book. Stress leads to chronic inflammation associated with every major age-related disease. What the world's longest living people have that we don't are routines to shed that stress. Okinawans take a few moments each day to remember their ancestors. So that's their tradition. But what can you do to decrease your stress during the day? Then there's the 80% rule. And I read this a little bit a while ago. So it's 20% gap between not feeling hungry and feeling full. So when you are 80% full, when you're eating, you stop. You don't want to be so stuffed, but you want to be a nice full. So 20% where it's kind of left and you just finish. Push your plate away. Then there's the plant slant. So speaking of carnivore, they're not carnivore. They eat beans, fava, black soy, lentils, and that has the cornerstone of most of their diets. Then there's wine at 5. So who said, again, I'm not giving any health advice, I'm just reading from the Blue Zone book. People in all the Blue Zones except the Seventh-day Adventists, which is in Loma Linda, California, they drink alcohol moderately or even regularly, and it's usually a red wine. And in Sardinia, I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, Canana wine, and it's usually with friends. And number 7 is belong. All but 5 of the 263 centenarians that they interviewed belong to some faith-based community. They attended faith-based services 4 times per month, at least. Wow, that's pretty cool. Then loved ones first. Successful centenarians in the Blue Zones put their families first. This means keeping aging parents and grandparents nearby or in the home. Isn't that wonderful? By the way, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, hi, I love you. And I love being so close to you guys and seeing you guys so often, and it is a blessing. and it does uplift your spirit. Now, number 9, the world's longest lived people chose or were born into social circles that support healthy behaviors. So that is just community. It's so important to have community. So if you don't have a community, I just encourage you to join one. Join a church, join a Bible study, join something where you can share with other people. I do have 2 other books, but I don't have time. It's too long of a video already. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'd love to put together content that inspires you. My candles have been a big inspiration to me lately, so I hopefully if you are you candle makers, will learn a little bit of something from this and be inspired. And if you're not a candle maker but want to do something creatively, go for it. See you later.